Hi everybody, happy Saturday and welcome back to Nellie and Ruth Designs. Today we are going to I want to make some ephemera for my JoJo Bizarre Adventure Journal. So I thought I would go back to the basics and create a board, a collage board. And I would do some stenciling and I would do some stamping on there. I bought some new products at Hobby Lobby the other day, so I want to show you those and possibly use them on here. So I hope you stick around to watch and participate. I think it's going to be a fun video. Hopefully I can inspire you to make a new board, make something a little different. And thank you for commenting, subscribing, stopping by, window viewing, however you want to label it. So I have some stamps here that, and I'm sorry if there's a little glare on here. I still have these in the packets, but let me show you what I want to use on this board here. This is by Fun Stamper's Journey, and I really like their stamps. They're kind of like Stampin' Up, but I don't know. I really like this company. So this is the ink splat. And if you're interested in it, it's ink splat AT0108. And this is what it looks like. So we'll be using that. And then I have a set of stamps. Again, they're from Fun Stamper's Journey, and it's a Paris collection. So we have the Eiffel Tower. We have some French wording here. And I'm sorry, I have something in my eye that's driving me crazy. Ouch. We have a postage stamp, some French lovebirds, and then Paris, because this journal is based at the Louvre in Paris. So I thought these would be fun. And then I have from Blue Fern Studio, I have these really pretty. These are titled Weathered Doily. So I thought these would be fun to use on there as well. I have, as far as my stencils, I haven't really pulled the stencils yet. I do have this that I used the other day. You haven't seen this video yet. I haven't posted it, but I may just use this part here because I've already used this. This is a watercolor video that will be coming up. And I would say that I will have already posted this video by the time I post this. So in that video, I do talk about how you can keep your papers. This is watercolor paper, and it's a little bit sturdier, a little bit heavier, and I'm going to use this as a stencil. So I'm going to try to use that today. The other thing I'd like to incorporate once we complete this, at Hobby Lobby, you've probably seen me use the Wink of Stella brushes, and these just add a bit of sparkle and shine. So this one here, I'm not sure. Let's see. This is G16999. I think this is just called Shimmer. This one I purchased. This one is gold. So I thought this would be kind of fun to use. And we can do some touches with this here. So this is the gold Wink of Stella. I'll be using that. And then I also got these pens here. Silver gold, rose gold. And these are metallic markers. So I haven't even opened these yet. But I thought these might be kind of fun to draw around an image. Or if I put postage stamps on here, I can outline the postage stamps with these. So let's take a look real quick to see what these look like. Just going to use a little paper here that I'm using on the, oh yeah, so these will be fun to use. So this is the rose gold. This one is the gold. Oh yeah, okay. It looks kind of green though, doesn't it? Could be the paper. And then this one is silver. Oh yeah, I like those. So these are going to be fun to do. And these are American Crafts. So we have those there. And then I thought I would use, this here is Glossy Accents. I thought once I got a few things down, I would use this to add a bit of shimmer and shine. And I may do that after we cut the tags out. And then if I add, I'd like to add one of the JoJo images from the book. And I think I'd like to use this glossy accent on the image to make it pop. So that'll be fun. And then I have my little memento. I have Galaxy Gold, and I have gray flannel, but I also have the Cosmic Copper. I really don't want to use that gray flannel. Maybe just, might be the only ones that I have that are, oh, and I have Platinum Planet. So I thought I would, you know, really kind of use some materials that I haven't used in a while. So the first thing I want to do is on my collage board that the base that I'm making. Got my stays on here. I'm just doing squares. It's going to be very plain and simple. I just want a nice background to do my artwork on. So I've cut, I've got it started, all right, and then I just wanted to finish it with you. So I did cut, and these are just all from different magazines. I wanted to get a variety of pages. So we have some music. I have, this is from a really beautiful bird book that I'm cutting up. So this has larger text in it. This obviously smaller text. This is from like a World Encyclopedia. This is a pattern instruction sheet. And then this here is from, I have a really cool fly fishing book that I'm using. I want to use in my dad's journal because he was a big fly fisherman. So this is from that book. So I just went ahead and cut some pieces here that I will use. And then I'm going to use these strips to kind of combine or kind of mesh the harsh edges here. And then I think these will be fun to add stamps to or whatever. So I'm going to finish this here with you. And actually, I'm going to, if you don't mind, well, I was going to grab my other mat, but I think I'm just going to use, I will just use this one here to do my gluing on. So it's kind of, I'm going to be kind of back and forth and back and forth. So let's put this here. I need to get my book to do my gluing on. And I want that up there in that corner. Oh, let's see here. I've been trying to get this video done, and it's a gorgeous, gorgeous day here. However, it's a beautiful day to spend inside crafting because it's this morning early. It was 8 below zero, and it feels like 22 below zero. We have a wind chill today, and I had actually planned on taking a hike today. I've got to get back into my hiking. and I went yesterday and I purchased a new pair of hiking boots because I have 2 pairs, but I've had them since 2015, and they are really trashed. Between spring hiking, the mud and the water, and getting stuck in puddles and going through brooks and streams, they've taken a beating, and they're not good for my feet. And now when I hike, if I do step in a brook or a stream crossing over, they do see, go through the seams, and but I've just told myself that I've sat around a lot enough. I have pants that no longer fit me, and I'm not liking that. I tried 3 different pairs of pants on yesterday, and I can't even get them zipped. So I'm like, this is ridiculous. So I'm going to be hitting the trails again. I just have to figure out a good schedule between, videoing and tending to the house and all of that fun stuff. But I really have to put my health and my outdoor recreation and my indoor recreation first before I sit down at this craft desk. It's just too easy to, get up and come in here, and then my day gets lost and I've done nothing, and then nighttime rolls around and I'm disgusted with myself because I haven't taken the time to take care of me. And I don't take any medicines. I'm really, really healthy, and I don't want to have to start taking medicines. So that's the other big reason why I try to move and stay active. My happy cholesterol, what's that? Your HD. You have your HDL and your HD. I forget what your happy one is. But at any rate, my doctor always said that if he could I want this over here. If he could bottle and sell my, what is it? How come I can't think? My HDL and my, how did I remember my happy cholesterol? But he said he would make a fortune because it was so low. So I'm just going to get out. I've got all my winter gear ready. My micro spikes and my snowshoes. We're supposed to have a big snowstorm. By the time you see this video, we probably will have already gotten it. And then now I can get my snowshoes going, and I can really get out and have some fun in the woods. So once I get going with the hiking, maybe what I'll do is, before my video, I'll do a little, maybe when I summit, I will take a nice picture, and maybe that'll be a lead-in to my to my videos. That would be kind of nice. Then you can kind of see, you know, my neck of the woods, why I like getting out to hike. And I do live in a beautiful part of the country, and when you get to the top of one of our mountains, it's just beautiful. And my husband he doesn't like me going alone, especially in the winter. He's like, what if you fall and you hit your head or you slip? And I'm like, that's why I have my micro spikes, because and when I do go by myself, I don't go too far, and everybody knows. I tell everybody where I'm going. I don't keep people guessing, because things can turn bad quite quickly. So I don't want people to worry. And all right, I just don't know if I want that. I think I'll take just a little bit of that off. And this pattern is so old, I can just kind of rip and tear it. Okay. And the only reason I just want a little different. I know this is a little bit darker, this particular pattern, but I think it just adds a nice little contrast, different shade. And this one is fragile, so I kind of have to be careful when I get it down on the paper. I don't want to press too hard with my hotel key. All right, so I think we have everything on here. So it's covered now. And then what I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to add a few little pieces here and there. And I have things sticking to my fingers from this glue. Add that down here. Whoops. No, Barbie. I'm not paying attention. So because it was so cold this morning, I went on my elliptical. I have a home gym here, and so I went on that, but it's not the same as being outside, because when you're climbing a mountain, there's just so much more activity. And I also improve my cardio. My cardio is a bit to be desired, especially when I haven't done anything in such a long time. Okay, we'll put that up there. January is a hard month for me as well because everybody's birthday, my boys' birthdays, their birthdays in January, my husband's is in January, my birthday's in January, so there's a lot of cake. I got book club where we'll be having dessert. So there's a lot of cake, a lot of stuff going on, and that doesn't help me either. Okay, all right, so this is what I have so far. And then what I want to do next with this is I have these pieces here, and I just kind of want to soften it. I think these soften a page. You don't necessarily have to do this, but it just kind of, for me, it just kind of pulls it together a little bit. It's just another little element to add to it. And like I said, you don't have to do this. I just think it's kind of fun to connect these together. So let's put this here. This one I will do first. And you can build the layers up as much as you want on your board. It just depends on how you're going to use it or what you're going to use it for. Because remember, once you cut, your hold on, I just got to concentrate here a minute. Once you cut your pieces for whatever you want to use them for, whether it be a tag or a pocket, you're still going to layer on top of those either, you know, flowers or stamps, whatever. So you'll be the best judge of how thick you want to make your base layer. And this is something too, I really like to watch some little bit of TV in my room while I'm crafting, when I'm not making a video. Like before this, when I was working on this prior to the video, I have my Roku up here, and I started a new show on Acorn. Going to take this off because my hands are yucky from all the glue. So these are fun to do, you know, if you just want to sit back and relax and make some boards. It's just an easy little thing to do. And you really don't have to think about it. You can still watch one of your favorite shows or watch another YouTube crafter. Let's see here. I think I will put this right there. This will be the last one here. And let's see, let's put this one here like this. There. So that just adds just a little extra something. All right, so let's put the glue away. set that aside. And I think what I'll do first is, I think I'm going to do some stenciling, all right? And I think I will do the stenciling for this on some of these plain striped areas. Then we can do some stamping and go from there. So let's see how this works out here. And I think I'm going to use, maybe I'll try this gold. Now, I'm wondering if I can just, I'm not going to do it that way because I don't think that will, there we go. This is how I want to, let's do it like this. There, that's good. And we're just going to, I'm just going to play. And I'm just kind of dabbing this on here. Now, I've never used these brushes before, so I don't know how to clean them. I will probably have to do a little investigating on that. So as you can see, if you use watercolor, a watercolor paper, and you can still make a little stencil out of it because it does hold up fairly well. I think it's holding up wonderfully. There's no rips or tears or anything like that. So you really don't need to go out and buy a fancy stencil. You can actually, you know, make some stencils at home. Which we all like to save money and just kind of buy things on, you know, what we really want to use. I'm really liking this. These kind of remind me, you know, if you were doing a journal, these kind of remind me of like a, almost like a bolt or something you would see on a wrought iron gate. I think this is really cool. So I'm really pleased with how this is coming out. I think this is really going to be fun. So I do see where there's a little spot here that's starting to rip and tear. So I'm just going to kind of blot over that. And then what I'll do is I can put a little tiny piece of tape on that. So we'll put this one here like that. And I will just use this little area here. Like that. All right, good. So that's done. And let's see, let me get an old piece of paper. I'll just kind of take this off, and maybe I can just even run it, maybe just to clean it off around here like this. Okay, so we're going to put that aside. And then I think I'm going to use maybe this Brilliance gold. And I'm going to try this again. I'm going to see if this will pick up the gold okay. And I think what I will do here is I'm just going to add some of these little leaves here. Let's see, I will just add over here. There, just some of these leaves like that. And just make sure that, yep, you're in camera. Let me bring this down a little bit so you can see a little bit better there. How's that? All right, that might be better. And I'll just be cognizant of how this is coming along here. Okay, a couple there. I'm going to add some right here. All right, see that? And we will add, I'm going to add some over here. And I'm thinking, because like I said, this is something new for me. I really haven't done this before. You know, usually I cut and then I just do some other. I'm doing this first and then I'll do the stamping. Okay, and let's see. So I think that might be good. I do have, let me just check really quick here. All right, I'm going to pause really quick and I'm going to come back and with another stencil. All right, so I grabbed these here. I remember I saw these yesterday. I have quite a few stencils, but I don't know what I've done with them all. So I'm going to use this one as well a little bit on the mat. I'm going to raise that up just a tad. And I think with this one, let's see, maybe I can use some of the platinum. I want to try to keep this, do you say monochrome, or I don't want to, I just want some accents. I really don't want a lot of, no, I don't know. I don't want to say outstanding. There, yeah. See, I like that. I just want some accents. There we go. Almost looks like watermarks or a coffee. And I'm really liking, but these metallics do come off. You can see where it's still on the top of the stencil. But I really do like the way these are leaving a mark. And then these I'll just rinse off. There we go. I'll rinse off in the sink. Yeah, I really like that. Then we'll do some stamping, and then I'm just going to set it aside and let it dry a little bit. Then I'll pull some items to put on here. There. So let's see, is that good? I think maybe I have enough on there. Okay, so we'll set that aside. And then I will do, I'm just going to brush this off a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to raise this back up so now we can do some stamping. And then I think we will be good to go. So I'm going to use the StazOn for my stamping here. And I think we will use, this doily first because I really like this. I think this will be really cool. So we're take that off there. And somebody told me that if you take the oil from your hands and you put them on these here, the stamps, that seem to work out pretty good. So I don't know if I have this one. I think will be okay. Maybe I'll put it on this one. And we are going to, and again, it doesn't really matter to me if this comes out as a really, perfect stamp. I just want something on here to make its mark for just a little something. All right, and that did not, what is going on with this? Maybe I just didn't have enough on. So here's our trial and error. I have a couple different StazOns. This one might be a little bit older. Let's see here. So maybe there's just not enough on. I guess I don't have to worry about getting too much on the paper, do I, if it's not coming on at all? Let's try that again. Get that pressed down really good. Nope, that doesn't want to, that one, big one, doesn't want to cooperate. Let me see if it's the StazOn. Oh dear. All right, so I do have a brown. Maybe I'll try, this is a new one. Maybe I'll try the brown on a smaller one, because this one here, it's not cooperating, is it? Which I will see. I'm going to have a talk with that and see what the heck is going on. So let's try the brown. We'll stick with the, yeah, it could just be that black StazOn is just old. There we go. And again, I'm not worried about it not coming out perfectly because this is going to be cut. And we'll be putting things on it, other images. So I'm going to set that one aside. And I'm going to try this large doily again because this, I want to see. Mama wants to see. Mama wants to see what the problem with her baby is here. And we're just going to put this right back down here. No, I'm going to have to see. I'm going to have to play with this. I don't know what the heck is going on with that. All right. But I'm going to leave this here like that. This doesn't bother me because I can always put an image over it. So that really is no big deal. I'm not going to fret about it. So let's do some Eiffel Towers. And I guess through my trial and error, if you, when you're working on your board, if you're not sure about a stamp, try it on another piece of paper before you use it. And then that way you will see. As I use this Eiffel Tower stamp, and let's see if that comes out. Oh, that comes out lovely. All right, cool. I know this doesn't look like a lot right now, and you're probably thinking, what a mess. But I think these are going to come out really nice. And then what I will do is I'm going to cut these when I get them all stamped, and then you will see how it will look and come out. All right, so we have some of the Eiffel Tower. We are going to use this here. And I'm going to do, I think, mostly the words. I'm going to try not to get the little bird in here. But easier said than done. Going to go up here with this. Okay. Okay, and I think we'll do one more. And then I will do, I want to do this ink, but I want to do this in I don't want to use the Stays On. I think I want to add a little bit of color to this. So I think I'm going to use this, and I will try this on a separate piece of paper. I'd like to use a blue, this tumbled glass. Let me see if this is like the turquoise, because we do have turquoise in the book. So I want to see what this turquoise looks like. And I'm going to do it right on this paper here. Okay, yeah, I'm going to just put some splashes of this tumbled. This is Tim Holtz tumbled glass. And just a little bit here and there. Just to add a little. I should do this in my hand. I don't want to jiggle the camera. And I do like the different colors on the different papers. There. Yeah, I really like this. Let's see. Add it right there to that mistake. And we're going to put some right there. Yeah, I really like this. It's just distressed and fun. And it's going to be really cool with the JoJo images. And let's see. Where shall we? Let's put one down here in this corner because that's going to be cut. That's the other thing. Think about where you're going to make your cuts. Your 4x6 or 3x5s, or if you're going to do a pocket. Okay, let's see. Add a little bit more. See, this is the other thing too. I really struggle with digital downloads and using ink. I stopped in Staples yesterday because I was going to get some ink for my one printer that I got back up going, and 2 ink cartridges were $64.99, and I just couldn't justify. I said, you know what, that one I'm going to use as a scanner. It's a HP. I'm going to use that one as a scanner, and I have my Epson to print out, and I don't know, I'm just trying to really be resourceful. And so I think, you know, making these master boards, these master collage boards are, to me, it's so much more economical than doing a digital download and then running it off using all of that ink. So, all right. My hands are messy. This will dry in just a minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just step away real quick. I'm going to go wash my hands, pick up my desk, and then I'll give this a little bit of time to dry, and then we're going to come back and cut it, and then we'll wrap up the video, and then we can start to collage these and make tags in the next one. All right, I will be right back, my friends. All righty, there, I got my hands cleaned up. My desk is pretty much cleaned up. I just kind of pushed it to the side. So let me get my cutter. We're going to cut these, although I hate to cut this. Isn't this really pretty? I should actually leave it to me. I don't usually do this, but I think today I'm really going to need to take a quick picture of this. You can see my camera right here for my, just so I have a, little inventory of how this came out, how it came to be. So, all right, so let's get this cut up, and we will cut and make some tags and things with this. I just want to get this positioned for everybody. So let's start with, let's do some 4s here. We'll do we could do some 4x6s, okay? Okay, here is a 4. Okay, so here we have a 4x6. And then this one here comes out to be, I didn't even tell you the size of the paper I'm using, which actually was kind of rude. It's this paper that I'm using is, I think it's 16 by 11. It is a special size. So this is a 4x6, and then this turns out to be a 4x5. So that would make a nice little journaling card. And I'm going to do that all the way down. We're going to do another 4x6. And I think let's see, do I want to do a 4x6 this way? Yeah, we could do a 4x6 this way. All right, so here we have another 4x6. And then, yeah, I like this. These are going to be really fun. So this one here, I'm going to go this way. I'm going to do a, let's do a 3.5. That way, if we want to make a pocket somewhere along the way, there's a 3.5, and I'm going to leave that like that. That way I can figure out the length when we go to do a pocket in the book. And then again here, I'm going to do another, we're going to do 4 here. And this one is 4x7. I'm going to leave this because this might be a nice pocket on the side of the page. So this one here actually is it's a 4x7.5. So if you have an 8-inch page, this would make a really nice pocket, and then you could do a ruffle on the top. So we're going to leave that. And then this one here, what is this measuring? This is a 5. So, let's see, this could actually be, let's see, what do I want to do with this? If I make this a 4, I can make this a 4x6. And then what I can do with these small ones is I can make a cluster. I can make a cluster here, and it could be used as a tab. So let's take a look what we have here. All right, so from that beautiful board, we have a piece here that I can use as a pocket in the book, which I love. I really like this. And then this is the 4x5, which will make great journaling cards. And then we have our 4x6, which will be really nice tags. We have a few of those. And then this one here is going to be for a pocket on a page. We will just make a little cup there. We'll do a pocket. This here, we could do a belly band where it's running horizontally on the page, and we could do a cluster along here. We can really have some fun with that. And then this one here, we could do a cluster on this side and use this as a tab in the book. So there you have it, everybody. I'm really, really, really like this project. And we will move on, and I will get some beautiful images from the anime book, and we will start making some tags. All right, everybody, have a really great weekend. Stay warm out there, and thanks so much. Bye-bye.